Two things I'm most passionate about in the world are Broadway musicals and secondary school administration.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 musicals about high school.
Why not come out as drag queen at prom?
I can't.
Jamie, stop waiting for permission to be you.
They should just be glad I make it to class. I don't worry if I blow my SAT.
Who cares about sleep when you can snooze in school? You'll never get to college, but you'll sure look cool. Don't need a top or a gown when you're the nicest kids in town.
For this list, we'll be looking at musical theater shows where all the angst, joy, and rebellion of adolescence take center stage. Before we get started, take a moment to leave a comment and let us know what your favorite high school musical is. Number 10. Everybody's Talking About Jamie.
Everybody's talking about Jamie. Everybody's talking about Jamie. Everybody's talking about the boy in the dress who was born to impress.
The 2011 documentary Jamie, Drag Queen at 16 is the inspiration behind this musical that took London's West End by storm when it premiered in 2017. Chronicling the story of Jamie New, a high schooler who dreams of becoming a drag queen, the show quickly became a fan favorite, spawning a recorded live broadcast and 2021 feature film adaptation.
It's a clock on the wall and it's moving too slow. It's got hours to kill and a lifetime to go.
The show explores things like prejudice, acceptance, and coming of age through a score that's fun, thoughtful, and hopeful. All it takes is one listen to the original cast recording to understand why this show is such a smashing success.
In this place where we belong. In this place where we belong.
Number 9. The Prom. Inspired by the 2010 Itawamba County School District controversy, The Prom is an anthem for anyone who's ever had to fight for what they believe in. The story follows teen Emma, who is denied her right to bring her girlfriend Alyssa to their high school prom.
Just breathe, Emma. Not everyone is that repressed. Just breathe, Emma. It wouldn't be high school without a test.
News spreads from her small town in Indiana to New York City, where a group of misfit Broadway performers catch wind of the injustice and travel across the country to support Emma's cause. After receiving some Tony Award nominations, Ryan Murphy adapted the musical for Netflix, with a cast including Meryl Streep, Nicole Kidman, James Corden, Andrew Rannells, and newcomer Jo Ellen Pellman. It's an important tale of love, equality, and being true to who you are. Number 8. 21 Chump Street.
So I got in front of the whole class one day, and I serenaded her. I was like, what the heck I gotta do? What the heck I gotta do? What the heck I gotta do?
Short and bittersweet, this mini musical by Lin-Manuel Miranda is only about 15 minutes long, but still packs an emotional punch. Based on an episode of the NPR podcast This American Life, this true story follows the tale of Florida teen Justin LeBoy, who falls in love when a new girl, Naomi, joins his class.
Seriously, these kids need to learn there are consequences in life. If I'm doing my job and I'm doing it right, I am making life safer one school at a time.
LeBoy, hoping to impress her, attempts to sell drugs on school property, and it's revealed that Naomi is actually an undercover cop. The musical features a pre-Hamilton Anthony Ramos and Tony Award winner Lindsay Mendez as the leads, and premiered at the Brooklyn Academy of Music in 2014. Featuring Miranda's signature hip-hop infused lyrics and rhythms, 21 Chump Street is a heartbreaking story that highlights how justice isn't always just.
What do you think you would say?
I would say, what the heck did you do?
Number 7. Carrie.
And I worry, what if I stand out one bit? I worry, what can I possibly do to fit in?
One of cinema's most recognizable horror figures, this prom queen got her Broadway treatment in 1988. Based on the Stephen King novel and Brian De Palma film, the story follows Carrie White, a social outcast and victim of her abusive and overbearingly religious mother.
Doesn't anybody ever get it right? Carrie, why don't they remember I'm Carrie White? Carrie, is it any harder to say than goddamn toad?
When she discovers that she possesses telekinetic powers, things take a sinister turn. The Broadway adaptation cost $8 million, closing after 16 previews and 5 performances, making it one of the biggest flops in the history of The Great White Way.
The costumes are interesting. Anyway, that's very much Bye Bye Birdie gone bonkers, and that works in a horror movie context, but not in a Broadway musical that is far too deadly serious about itself.
In 2012, the show was resurrected off-Broadway and received a slew of Drama Desk Award nominations. She's not the best prom date, but Carrie remains a timeless story about the ramifications of torment and the importance of kindness.
They'll make fun of you, they will break your heart, then they'll laugh at you, watching you fall apart.
Number 6. Heathers the Musical.
I like skipping Jim, scaring her, screwing him. I like killer clothes, kicking nerds in the nose.
Scrunchies, croquet, and murder. These are 3 key ingredients to the 1989 black comedy Heathers.
Technically, I did not kill Heather Chandler, but hey, who am I trying to kid, right? I just want my high school to be a nice place. Amen. Did that sound bitchy?
A quarter-century later came one of the funniest and smartest screen-to-stage adaptations to date. When protagonist Veronica, originally played by Winona Ryder in the film, gets caught up in the takedown of a popular clique known as the Heathers, a series of murders begin to plague Westerberg High, and it's up to her to stop them. The musical premiered in 2014 off-Broadway and received a West End run in 2018. Full of catchy lyrics and a sitting-on-the-edge-of-your-seat plot, Heathers unpacks the danger of high school hierarchies. Despite its dark subject matter, the show is certified big fun.
Why aren't they surprised whenever we're unsupervised? It's big fun, big fun, big fun, big fun, big fun, big fun.
Number 5. Be More Chill. In high school, being popular can seem like the ultimate goal. For Be More Chill's lead character Jeremy, it's life or death.
Everything about you is going to be cool, cool, and powerful, and popular, incredible.
After ingesting a super quantum unit intel processor, aka a SQUIP, Jeremy's social status at school skyrockets, but not without consequences.
Michael thinks that weird is rad, but feeling weird just makes me sad. And I deserve to not feel bad from being the loser, the geek, or whatever.
Based on a novel by author Ned Vizzini, this Joe Iconis crafted musical premiered in New Jersey in 2015 and off-Broadway in 2018. Amassing a cult following online, the musical's huge fanbase championed the show all the way to Broadway, where it opened in early 2019.
God, he's such a loser. Michael flying solo. Who you think that you know? Michael in the bathroom by himself.
Plans for a film adaptation are in the works, and fans of this fun show are prepared for the story to hit the big screen. Number 4. Dear Evan Hansen.
Give them no reason to stare. No slipping up if you slip away. So I got nothing to share. No, I got nothing to say.
Helping catapult Ben Platt into the spotlight, Dear Evan Hansen shook up Broadway in 2016. The Benj Pasek and Justin Paul musical tells the story of a socially shy teen who gets embroiled in a lie and starts to bond with a grieving family after the death of a classmate.
He thought I was awesome? My brother?
Definitely.
How?
Well, he said, there's nothing like your smile, sort of subtle and perfect and real.
The plot is one made perfectly for the digital age, as social media and the internet play vital roles in the show. In 2021, Platt reprised his role as the titular teen in the highly anticipated film adaptation starring Julianne Moore and Amy Adams. Although controversy has swirled around Evan as a protagonist, the musical offers a portrait of how grief is processed in a society obsessed with engagement.
When you're broken on the ground, you will be fine. 'Cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again.
Number 3. Spring Awakening. A gorgeous alt-rock inspired score paired with a moving story, Spring Awakening is one of the most haunting works to have ever played on Broadway. Based on an 1891 play by Frank Wiedekind, this Duncan Sheik and Steven Sater collaboration follows the story of teens living in 1800s Germany as they discover their sexualities.
Touch me. Touch me. Oh, 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 my God.
The musical took home the Tony Award for Best Musical in 2007 and has since been revived on Broadway by Deaf West Theater's production, which featured the characters using sign language.
Bitch of living. It's a bitch of living. Living in your head. It's a bitch of living. Sensing God is dead.
It's a vital story about the power of knowledge, the dangers of repression, and the importance of listening to youth.
All shall know the wonder.
Number 2. Hairspray.
Tracy Turnblad, if I have to write you up for inappropriate hair height one more time, you will be removed to detention.
Miss Whimsy, what am I supposed to do?
Based on John Waters' 80s flick, Hairspray was eventually adapted for the stage in 2002. Taking place in Baltimore during the 60s, the show follows the heroine Tracy Turnblad, whose dreams come true when she gets the opportunity to perform on her favorite show, The Corny Collins Show, and becomes a local celebrity. As it turns out, fame isn't quite what Tracy expects, and she launches a crusade to appeal the program's segregation rule. Behind the vibrant and splashy aesthetic, the show is an exploration of racism, body image, and protest.
And you could try to stop my dancing feet, but I just cannot stand still. 'Cause the world keeps spinning round and round, and my heart's keeping time to the speed of sound.
In 2007, John Travolta, Queen Latifah, and Michelle Pfeiffer carried the show's legacy all the way to the silver screen. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Grease, high school hijinks in the 50s.
I hope that your years with us here at Rydell High have prepared you for the challenges you face. Who knows, among you there may be a future Eleanor Roosevelt or a Rosemary Clooney.
Bring It On, the musical, based on early 2000s film about cheerleading.
But time rushes by at a clip. And when you look back, these high school years will be nothing more than a blip. So, might as well enjoy the trip.
Bye Bye Birdie, Pop Idol's big send-off before joining the Army. Bear, the musical, a group of teens struggling with sexuality and faith. We Are the Tigers. A group of cheerleaders deals with a killer.
And everyone will tell you you're better, better. They beg and cry and swear that you're better than you. Than you.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Mean Girls.
My name is Regina George, and I am a massive deal. I don't care who you are.
Her name is Regina George, and yes, she is a massive deal. From screen to stage, Tina Fey's teen comedy masterpiece Mean Girls strutted onto the Great White Way in 2017. When Katie Heron moves from Africa to America, she encounters North Shore High's most popular and ruthless trio, the Plastics, eventually becoming a mean girl herself.
She's the queen of peace at this peacefully school. Gotta keep things cool with the apex predator. So I'm kind of friends, but you're kind of friends.
The musical features fan favorites Damien, Janice, Gretchen, Karen, and yes, even Glenn Coco, and is full of callbacks and references to the film's most famous quotes. With a book written by Fey and a score composed by her husband, Jeff Richmond, the Broadway adaptation is a tribute to the fans, making it 100% fetch.
Stop picking at the emotional zits that you can't pop. For 4 whole weeks I trolled and dissed her, and then I found out she was his sister. Stop! Hashtag obsessed. Stop.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.